Hi, everybody. Good morning. How are ya? It is, oh my God. I wanted to say happy Monday, but Monday, I don't even know what happened. Monday happened. Somewhere, somehow, Monday happened and I was not a part of it. Um, Hi, everybody. We are in Christmas construction, just about there. Oh, hello, little Herod's bear. Oh, he's so cute. Every year, he's just going to sit right here in the place of honor. Anyway, whew, so we're making things happen around here. It has been, well, I don't know what happened in the world while we were gone. Gas went up to about $8 million a gallon. And the Real Housewives are just a real shame. I can't keep up with them anymore at all. And let's see, what else? Oh yeah. We're all trying to get our crafty hats on because Christmas is coming and I'm noticing a lot of people decorating. I have been decorating. I'm almost there. And as soon as I'm done, and I don't know how this is going to happen. I guess I should diamond paint while I talk. I am right now working on, just to give you an update in case you haven't seen me in like a year. I know it feels like that, doesn't it, when you take a couple of days off? It's like you got to get back into your mojo. I haven't seen my girl and I haven't gotten to visit you guys. I have spent a lot of quality time with long-suffering Mr. Wonderful, who, by the way, you know, okay, this is who we're working on. She is called Think of Me, basically from Phantom of the Opera, one of my favorite all-time plays, and she is 21.7 inches by 39 inches long, which means by the time I mat and frame her, she'll probably be a good solid 44 inch long frame, and she'll be a little wider, but she's beautiful. The reason that I love her so is because she is a perfect matching accompaniment to Anastasia, who has the same yellow. I don't know if you can see if the lights are a little hot, but they're both by Mandy Manzano. They both have the yellow dress and buckets of hair. I mean, yes, please. I'll take 1.5 pounds of that hair any day. But I love them because they complement each other, and they are by the same artist. Um, so to flank a wall with both of them, this is what I always try to tell people when you're diamond painting. Don't just go for the FOMO, the fear of missing out. I gotta have that. I gotta have it because she got it. And if she got it and I didn't get it, you're 12, okay? Stop behaving like that. You were acting like a 12-year-old. When you choose a diamond painting, I always like to say, and I know there are people who just like to buy them. I mean, you have no intention of doing them. You have no intention of framing or hanging them. You just like to buy them as your addiction of the week, and that's fine by me. I got no rocks to throw. But if you are buying them to hang them, um, check your walls, people. You gotta check those walls, because all of a sudden you're gonna be like, well, first you've got to ease your husband or significant other into the whole diamond painting religiosity of it all, because they're like, are these things going to be in my face like everywhere now? And the answer is yeah, they are. But you're going to say, no, I'm just going to scatter them around here and there. Now, the first one I made, one of the first ones, was so funny. His name is Geraldine Giraffe, her name. And it was of a giraffe blowing a bubble, you know? You know how they have those animals and they have all those things, with the blowing the bubble, they have, Breakfast at Tiffany's and Marilyn Monroe, all of them, they're all blowing bubbles. Everybody's got to blow a bubble. The giraffe is doing one. I put it right over the commode of my son's room. Every morning I hear this. Hey, Geraldine. Hey, Geraldine. And I hear him try not to laugh. And it is so funny because you cannot look at that image and not smile, you know? So I always try to find a home and a purpose. Now I'm doing a lot of gold and blue in my bedroom this year. So the colors gold with a lot of the blue touches, I think will definitely work. And I don't know, I have very high hopes and ambitions about this. I tell people all the time, it is not a race. Do not panic and do not rush yourself, especially when you're working with one like this, because she is, a color blocker's dream. And now that I'm getting really good with the multi-placing, this is about a 12 multi-placer, I think. I think it fits 12, yeah. And then there's this guy who is a 7. If you're just learning, I know, I had to have this. People think it's supposed to be clear and see through it, but it's actually called rose quartz, and I love it so much. Great pencil. This pen was under 20 bucks. And the placer is right about my sweet spot. And if you're just beginning to learn how to do the multi-placing, go with this. Don't go with the big long ones until you get a little more into the rhythm of it all, because it can get overwhelming. And then you find yourself spending more time straightening than you do actually laying down the drills. And laying down the drills, there's one girl that I watch. She's a diamond painter, stitcherista. She does every single drill one at a time. And I mean, she just recently framed a beautiful Lizzie, who is it? Lizzie, I keep wanting to say Lizzie Borden. I know that's not her name. Lizzie Borden. But no, it's Lizzie something. Anyway, beautiful framing, but it took her forever. I'm like, girl, but that is her role. That's how she does it. And if that's how you want to do it, then you do it that way too. There will never be anybody telling you how to work quickly or not work quickly. I'm catching a lot of speed up, it seems, the last 2 or 3 months, because I've been multi-placing more. And that seems to be helping my game. However, I have been doing rounds for months and months. Ever since I started in January, I think I only did one square. And the one square I did was a homily square. It was a beautiful lady. And you know what? I was so proud of that square. And it got sold in the auction for a food drive, so I couldn't keep it. And I said, it's no big deal. I'll order another one. Well, they're out of stock. So, I know, it's like from Paris with Love. It's a beautiful Victorian lady sitting. Who would think? I didn't even think it would sell. Oh, it's sold. You know what I mean, go to Goodwill. You can find $500 frames for a nickel. I'm telling you. A little blush and lipstick, and those things will polish right up. And they will be gorgeous. So I did spend some time with Emily last night on her stream, and I'm watching, I can't talk, my needle's stuck. I was watching her begin her diamond painting journey, and it makes me excited, and you really do have to kind of bite your tongue a little bit, because you want to tell new people that are in the craft everything. And I think it's only fair and kind and encouraging to let people learn as they go and offer help when it is asked of you, not when it's cramming down your nose. Hold on, 42E. Okay, we're going to get some work done here today because I got to get back. The glitter is calling. I already have my gouge for the day. I cut myself yesterday about 14 times. Oh my God. And I think you're going to be slightly surprised this year. I'm actually kind of scaling it back a little bit. But I'm still going to have the environment that is required when one is married to Mr. Claus. Now, I gotta tell you, this year is different. You know, last year I went through a lot of health issues. Oh, also, Emily, if you're watching, hello, girl, I love you. But if you were watching, get yourself a package of these relief sheets. They're on Amazon. Just type in craft relief sheets. They're silicone. You can use them over and over and over again. And when you get your diamond painting, pull back that horrible plastic because it does not keep the glue any drier. This works great, and you just press it and then you go square by square, and you're not overwhelmed by looking at the entire image, and you can cut these squares as small as you like and reuse them over and over and over. I just bought a new bag. The first package I bought was in January, so very good investment. Very, very good investment. And I roll them up and just unroll it and pick a square. And if I feel like it's a really big square and I'm going to be overwhelmed, I cut it and I only use half of it. You know, I'll keep half of it covered. So that always helps too. Getting that plastic out of your life is so nice. It makes it more quiet to work on and more, it's easily controlled. You don't have all of that, you know, rattling going on. I know. Unless you're into it and it's like an ASMR thing, then keep your plastic. But, wanted to tell you about that. And, what else is going on? Gas is $8 million a gallon. Making everybody want to go buy a horse. I swear, my girlfriend has an electric car. First of all, I love it because you cannot hear it. It kind of creeps me out a little bit because I always think, did this car just stall? I mean, if it did stall, would you know? You know, is there a way to tell you? Because it is so quiet, you do not hear it running. And yeah, she is gloating up a storm right now. Miss Thing is happy because she's like driving past the gas pump going, hey y'all, I think I'll just keep this $35 to myself. And John, now my husband, is so funny. When we had to get a car last year, because our other car was like a nightmare and I wouldn't get in it, and I swear it is Christine. The car is possessed by something dark and ugly. I'm not even saying her name, which we used to call her Rosario, but she isn't anymore. She is, Ick. Anyway, she is that which we shall not say. That name which we will not speak. That is where we're going with that. Anyway, I was still coming out of, you know, everything. I mean, having all the abdominal things happen and then having a stroke, I was like not really feeling the car situation. And I had to wait for a neurologist to clear me so that I could even drive if I wanted to. So I told him, go buy what you want. Go buy what you like. You know, usually I'm pretty vocal about, well, we need the car for this, and it has to fit Dumb and Dumber, and it has to have room, and they have to have this. he buys a car that is a 5-speed car, not an automatic. Not a problem for me. I drive a 5-speed all day. It's great, but nobody else can. My kid can't drive it because he, see, I don't worry about them being all straight because they're going to straighten out once they pop together. They always do. I could spend all day just sitting here straightening beads. I don't do it. I just lay them down and let them rock, and the other ones will come along and fill them in. But anyway, he's so funny. He actually saw a guy last week who was eyeballing his car. And John's like watching him. He's looking inside the car and he's looking around the car, and John's like, "Is this guy about to try to jack my car?" And then he looked inside it and he was like, "Oh man, that's not even an automatic." And he went, "Aha, see, it is theft proof. People aren't going to steal it because most of the younger people don't know how to drive a standard car." It was so funny. I said, "You know what? I bet you anything you're right. You were absolutely right, honey." But, yeah, so he's happy with his. And then I got a car, so, I'm more driving the, I've got the Toyota Highlander. God, if I could talk today, right? Ooh, words are hard. They're so hard. Anyway, and he doesn't really care too much about driving it because he says it's too big. Yeah, I know. That car tells me every day, "You don't need to go on a diet. You're fine. We like you just the way you are." And it's so nice. But, so I'm taking a little break from the whole driving around thing and trying to get started. I just wanted to take a few minutes to say hello to you, check on things, see what everybody's up to. Are you reading any good books? I am reading, well, I'm actually listening to, which, by the way, I mean, diamond painting and audiobooks are like peas and carrots. They really are meant for each other. But I'm listening to Unsinkable right now. And it's Debbie Reynolds' life story. Has a lot about Carrie in it. Because, of course, her and Carrie were, the most loving, adoring, tenacious kind of a mother-daughter relationship. And I laugh at that because I have that with my son all the time. I mean, we can take a simple conversation about the color blue and turn it into a bickering fest. And you know what? When you're doing that with your kids, don't think you're fighting. Really, other people can think that you're fighting. We're just communicating. I'd like that we can talk about anything, even girls, if you wanted to. Not all girl stuff. Some things about, I don't want to know. But, I like that he's a gentleman. I like that he's not mean-spirited. I hear so many young guys. You go to a Starbucks on any given day. I went to Starbucks the other day to, go pick up another tumbler. I'll show it to you. We'll do a tumbler review. Anyway, and had to, was just thinking, oh my gosh. Okay, and this is like so cool. Don't ever put your things back in over your painting. Move away from it a little, because if they go splattering, you're going to have to pick them all up. There we go. And, oh man. Okay, we have a lot of black to do, and we have all of this is just different color blocking. It's going to be so easy. I really want to get her done, before the holiday and get her on the wall. But right now I feel a little overwhelmed. I've got 2 trees down completely. They're loaded and lit and ready to go. And I've got 1, 2, 3 more to do. 2 7s and 2 4-foot trees, but they're in planters, so that makes them about 6 feet. So just thinking of all of that is making me a little. I'm getting tired just talking about it. I'm already hitting the coffee too. Mm. But yes, the season is upon us, and I am decorating early, and so is everybody else. So join in the fun. Who cares? Who cares? What are the Christmas police? We were driving in uppity, crustedy Dallas. I went to go see my girlfriend who lives in Highland Park. Yes, my darling, we're going to Highland Park. We've got to go take some things over to Highland Park today. And so I said, before I get all scummy with this stuff, because man, I'll tell you what, making the house beautiful is dirty work. It is so messy. Oh, God. I still have glitter. I'll have glitter in my DNA till January. But anyway, I was over at Highland Park, and they've got, some of them have their yards done already. Okay, outdoors. They're not even showing any shame about it. So go get some stuff and get busy. Might as well. I say get it now, because who knows? Who knows what the future holds? And, long-suffering husband was not opposed to it at all. He would rather, he'd let me decorate in September if I wanted to, really. But, yeah, he loves it. And we've got to get the Santa and Mrs. Claus outfits out and get ready to do a dry run on them and see how much weight we gained and what has to be taken in and let out. Nightmare. Every year. It's worse than trying on a bathing suit. I hate it. I hate it, putting that on for the first time and going, uh-oh. Clearly that pandemic 20 turned into a pandemic 40. I am in big trouble. But who cares? I can be the fat Mrs. Claus. I can be your fat friend. Everybody needs a fat friend. And the most important thing about having a fat friend is they'll never steal your shoes or your clothes. But they'll probably borrow your jewelry. But all my jewelry is fashion jewelry anyway, so what do I care? Anyway, you guys have a great day. I'm going to work a little bit more on this. And then I will not be watching the news today if I can avoid it. Because I got to put on some junky music and get my butt a-moving. Some stuff is getting ready to happen here. And the house is already starting to get glowy and look really, really pretty. And I promise you, as soon as I can, I will show you a finished product. And we'll go on a little tour. And we'll maybe take George and Coco with us. And check everything out. So we'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Have a very, very good day. And please remember that you are important. Shine on like these little pokey ass diamonds. Shine on. Be cool. I love you. Bye.